Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to explain and practically demonstrate long primitive data type in Java. So let's get started. When you declare a variable with long primitive data type, into that variable, we can store the data which is of numerical non-decimal type, which is similar to the byte, short and int data type declared variables also. Okay, whether you declare a variable with either byte or short or int or even long, then which type of data can be stored into such kind of variables? Numerical non-decimal data. Then what is the difference between byte, short, int and long? As you already know, the difference is in size. The size of the byte primitive data type is 1 byte, that is 8 bits. Okay, then the size of the next primitive data type, that is short, is 2 bytes, double the size of byte, that is 2 bytes, 16 bits. Okay, then the size of the int primitive data type is double the size of short, that is 4 bytes, whereas the size of this long primitive data type is 8 bytes, which is double the size of int. That means into the variable which is declared with long primitive data type, we can store a larger number. Okay, when compared to the variable which is declared with int primitive data type, into the variable which is declared with long primitive data type, we can store larger size number. Okay, larger, bigger number we can store into the variable declared with long when compared to int, because the size of the long is double the size of int, that is 8 bytes, which is 64 bits, hence this particular range. So the maximum number that I can store into the variable declared with long primitive data type is 9 223 372 036 854 775 87, which is the biggest, very big number, right? Here negative also has a similar kind of size, okay, or length. Fine. Let me practically demonstrate. But before going there, whenever you try to store numerical non-decimal data into the variable declared with a long primitive data type, you need to add L or capital L or lowercase l at the end of the data case. Okay. Unlike other primitive data types like byte, short, int, where we can directly store numerical non-decimal data without adding this L, capital L or lowercase l at the end of the number. But coming to the long primitive data type declared variable, if you want to store a numerical non-decimal data, at the end of that numerical non-decimal data number, you have to add capital L or lowercase l. Okay. Otherwise it won't work. So here, if I switch to this Eclipse IDE where I'm trying to store a number into the variable which is declared with int primitive data type, but if I try to increase the number which is behind the size of the int range, that is if I change this 7 to 8, okay, the maximum is 2147483 was the maximum possible number that I can store into the variable declared with int data type. If I change it to 8, I'm getting an error. So what if I change this int to long? This will not solve the problem. Why? Because the number that you are trying to save or store into the variable declared with long should end with either capital L or lowercase l. Then only this will solve this problem. So if I give long here, and this number, even though it's supported by the variable which is declared with long, but at the end of this number, what I need to add? Either capital L or lowercase l I need to add. Otherwise, it will not accept. Okay, I'll add capital L for a while. Okay. So this number is in the range of the long primitive data type, but the number should end with capital L or lowercase l. So the biggest number that I can store into the variable declared with long primitive data type is this one. Let's try this out. 9223. Let's try this out. At the end, we have to definitely add L, guys. Okay. 9223, 9223, then 372, 372, then 036, 036, then 854, 854, very big number. Okay. 775, 775, then 807. And finally, 807. Okay. You see, this much big number I can store into the variable declared with long primitive data type, but the number should end with capital L or lowercase l to accept. Now, if I run this, this will get printed in the output console. Okay. The number will get printed in the output console. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session where I'm going to cover another primitive data type, that is next primitive data type, that is float primitive data type in Java. So see you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.